have a look. Christian Eriksen to Manchester United. Chelsea considering Cristiano Ronaldo move. Man United currently say not for sale, but Chelsea monitoring and not ruling it out. Mendes talks continue. Bowley's intrigued by the idea. Tuchel admires 37-year-old, but unclear if he would approve. Chelsea, my biggest concern, to be honest with you. Ronaldo, Chelsea in for Ronaldo then. Let's just talk about that. The De Jong deal needs to happen ASAP. But I do worry about this Cristiano Ronaldo story because I was on TalkSport last night. I was talking to a Chelsea journalist and they were saying, I don't think Chelsea will go for him. And I was saying, look, I don't want Chelsea to go for Cristiano Ronaldo. B-Jub, thank you very much for being a member for 31 months. Why have we been neglecting the CDM role? It confuses me, says Sammy. Zayn Miassi in the mud, says Sachiv. I said this last night. If Chelsea fans think that Cristiano Ronaldo is not the player to go for because of age or anything like that, Ronaldo in a Chelsea shirt, he'd score bloody loads of goals. Absolutely loads of goals. And Chelsea are apparently in for Ronaldo. This is coming in from David Ornstein. It's hot off the press. Exclusive. Chelsea considering Cristiano Ronaldo move. Man United currently saying not for sale, but Chelsea monitoring and not ruling it out. Manchester United cannot sell Cristiano Ronaldo. I'll be gutted if they do it. They cannot sell him to a Premier League club. They cannot sell him to a Premier League club. Like, I know Van Persie did it from Arsenal to Manchester United, and I always said that, I respected Van Persie for doing it, not just because he came to our club, but he wanted to win a title, and he won a title. Ronaldo at Chelsea, look, I'm not naive enough to look at this from a football point of view. I think he would work. What did Chelsea miss last year? Goals. Ronaldo's not going to go there and do a Lukaku. Right? Ronaldo will score goals at Chelsea. It'd be a revelation at Chelsea. But we cannot let that deal happen. Never in a million years can we let that deal happen. So David Ornstein saying that Chelsea's seriously considering going for Ronaldo. They're probably the one place he can go. I don't think Bayern can afford it or want to do it. I don't think PSG want to do it. So Chelsea would be really interesting. I think at that point you've got to also bring in something that I said a year ago. Ronaldo staying in the Premier League and going to a rival. And I defend Ronaldo on the fact of why he wants to leave. I really do understand why he wants to leave. And I think he's right to want to leave because of the lack of ambition at the club. But it's a big statement for me to say I agree with him going to Chelsea. I don't think he should be going to a Premier League club. As a Manchester United legend, I don't think he should be going to a Premier League club. But the problem with that as well is that he doesn't recognise this Manchester United. Now, we as fans have to recognise this Manchester United because we don't turn our back on the club that we support. But Ronaldo doesn't recognise that Manchester United. I know this. He doesn't. It's not the Man United he grew up with. It's a very, very different place with very different people in it. And I don't think he's very much enjoying his time there. And Chelsea would be a place he can go and play with a team that's ambitious and obviously playing in the Champions League, going for the Premier League. The Gill Boys says, what are the chances of Ronaldo leaving? I mean, as a percentage, I'm not going to go stupid. I'd say 50-50 at the moment. If Chelsea start pushing for a deal and Ronaldo starts pushing for a deal, it leaves United in a situation where, what do you do? I mean, this is a massive, massive influence on that team. And if he doesn't want to be there, then United have to let him go. They do. I'm not saying United shouldn't let him go. I'm saying United should never have allowed this situation to occur. Their lack of ambition and lack of signings has basically disgruntled our best player. But if he comes back and says to Ten Hag, I don't want to be here, I think Ten Hag's got to try and convince him. And if he can't, he's got to say, let him go. But letting him go to Chelsea, that will really make... I mean, I don't like the Glazers anyway. And I don't like the club much either. But in relation to who runs the club, I'll find it really, really, really hard to take if a player that came back as a dream come true 10 months ago is going to go and sign for Chelsea and stay in the same league. I'll find that very, very difficult to swallow. Because ultimately, I understand why Ronaldo would want to do it. He'll look at Haaland at Man City, he'll look at Nunez at Liverpool, and he'll think, me at Chelsea, I can score goals, we can win things. That's a battle, that's a race. This is, the standard here is crap. So it's going to be interesting. I want Chelsea or City to hijack the Frankie de Jong deal to make the fans more upset again, says Kevin. The Glazers could be the beginning of the end for them. But look, whether we sign Frankie de Jong or Eriksen or Lisandro Martinez, the momentum and movement to remove the Glazers out of Manchester United should never stop. It shouldn't have stopped ever from the mid-noughties. It should be United's one and only focus. Because I'll tell you what I will say about the Glazers is that where's the, why do we want you to stay then? What's this new Manchester United you're offering up? Forget John Murtagh, forget Richard Arnold. What is it the Glazers are offering up? Like, again, it's just the bare minimum to take dividends out of the club. Like, what is it you're offering up? Oh, Eriksen on a free transfer. Oh, a left back for 13 million. Like, what is it you're offering up? They should be offering up way more than this. Manchester United can afford to have come into this transfer window, got Anthony, got Timber very early on, got Tielemans, got De Jong, got Dumfries, got Malacia. I mean, there's no reason apart from the slurry that they feed us every summer that it's a challenging market with challenging budgets. We are rich. We are a rich football club that's actually being dragged down by greedy people who own us. If we would just free up our own revenue streams, we would be able to walk in with a new manager and go, Cristiano, I know we let you down last year, but look what we're doing. We've got a new manager, we've got Anthony, we've got Ten Hag as the manager, we've got Frankie de Jong, we've got Tielemans in the midfield, we've got a new left back to fight with Luke Shaw, we've got a new right back to fight with Delo, we've got a new centre back playing there. We've got 6-7 good players coming into this team. We've got a new manager. The money's there. Let's go for it. What have they done? What have they done really? We've got a new manager, Cristiano. Oh, we've got Eriksen on a free and Malacia. Like, I almost think some of our fans are brainwashed by what we can achieve, because it's almost like they go, you've almost become brainwashed by the Glazers that, oh, it's not a bad transfer window if we get Eriksen on a free, Malacia, Lisandro Martinez and De Jong. It's not too bad. It's shit. It's absolutely shit for the standards of where we should be. We were lucky to finish 6th. We're miles behind everybody else. And people are going, it's not a bad transfer window to have a worse transfer window than Man City, who are already miles ahead of us. I'm sorry, but Calvin Phillips, Haaland and Cucurella is way better than Eriksen, Malacia, De Jong and Martinez. Way better. And they're already way better than us with a way better squad. So that's what I look at with Manchester United. I look at what's the appetite of the Glazers? Where's the ambition? And we're not seeing it. But what is happening is we're being brainwashed into Malacia, Eriksen, De Jong and Lisandro Martinez is a good summer, and it's not. It's a cheap summer. That's what it is. They're good players and they may be really good signings, but it's a cheap summer for the Glazers, who yet again are showing a cheapness. I don't think he'll join Kante at Chelsea. Kante won't give him the number 7, says Mikael Roach. If they can't sign Anthony by the end of August, maybe promote Garnacho to first team at least, says Faisal. Hi Mark, listen to you on TalkSport today. Love your honest opinion on United. I think we are having a shocking transfer window. Worst I've seen, says Pure Scott. You know what? United could go and buy Neymar. And CJ says you're never happy. Mate, why would I sit? I don't care. Look, you really don't understand, do you? You really don't understand. I don't care if you think I'm moaning. I don't care if you think this is a good transfer window. I don't care if you think the Glazers are doing their best. All I care about is what I think, because that's my opinion and I have to be happy with that. I'm not happy because Cristiano Ronaldo has put a transfer request in because this club is being run by Muppets. I'm not happy because I thought, stupidly, that when we appointed a new manager, we were going to back that new manager. And I'm not happy because I watched this team play last year, week in, week out, and I would have sold 10 players. Most of them from the first team. Most of them are walking into Carrington today doing fist pumps going, yeah, it's good to be back, like we're meant to forget last season because they've got a suntan. Like, I'm not going to stop. And many other people like me are not going to stop. The protests are not going to stop. I think people think that this is just going to blow over. Well, maybe if the Glazers wanted it to blow over, they should have gone and produced a good transfer window. This tactic that the Glazers have of just what they did with the Super League. The Super League, games were cancelled, protests occurred. They did a Zoom call and everyone forgot about it over the summer. They're not going to get away with that anymore because everybody knows the tactics of the Glazers. They'll give you a little bit. They'll talk about fan share schemes. They'll talk about rebuilding the stadium. They'll talk about backing the manager. Time will pass. They won't do it. And then people will get angry again and then we'll lie again.